at the world like, where do we go? Hit her, and we hate po-po when they kill us dead on the street for sure.
All right, folks, that is pretty darn disgusting, and shame on the Black Entertainment Television Awards allowing this Kendrick Lamar to be on there standing on a police car with a tattered American flag, a ripped American flag, waving behind him. It's disgusting. You know what? It's 100,000 times worse than what Donald Trump said about some Mexican immigrants. Joining us now is Jesse Lee Peterson, president of BOND, Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny, and syndicated radio host, of course, and go to bondinfo.org. Reverend, great to see you. What is your take on this so-called rapper?
I thought that it was inciting violence against police officers around the country. A lot of angry young black men and women listen to this rap crap, and they tend to believe what they're saying. And my heart goes out to officers and their families, because due to this type of song, we're going to see more and more attacks on police officers around the country. And as you say, I cannot believe that BET okayed or authorized this guy to perform that type of song on that show, especially with what we're dealing with right now when the attacks are happening to police officers. It was just mind-blowing. I don't understand why they allowed that to happen.
And this, one of the lyrics, and we hate the po-po, want to kill us dead in the street, faux show. Yes. I mean, this is the garbage. I'm surprised, to be honest with you, CNN hasn't made this their new opening theme to all their songs, all their daily broadcasts. I mean, this is outrageous. This is outrageous. Where is some outrage over this?
You know, there's a double standard in our country today. Had that been a white group rapping about that, killing some black person, it would be a different story. But in this country, black Americans like that are allowed to go out of control. They're allowed to promote racism. They're allowed to promote attacking police officers, white police officers in this country, and no one would say or do anything about it. And it's so unfortunate, Steve, because I work with lots of young black men who are coming from single parent homes, and they have a lot of anger, and they believe into these type of things, and their hearts are so cold that they are willing to go out and kill a cop because they believe that the cops are against them based on color.
All right, here's another incident, shall we say, that goes unreported by the mainstream media. In addition to a poll by the Clarion Project, by the way, that shows that a very strong percentage of Muslims want Sharia. A majority of Muslims in this country would be okay with Sharia law, but that's for another show. Louis Farrakhan, now, I played these remarks on my show last week. I haven't seen them almost anywhere. I haven't seen them anywhere else. I'm sure somebody's done them. But when you have a so-called black leader, and that's what they call him, like Farrakhan, talking about burning or taking down and destroying the American flag, forget the Confederate flag, again, that's outrageous. But why does the media ignore these kinds of things?
You know, the liberal media want confusion in our country. They want the races divided in order to conquer. It's about politics. They support the Democratic Party. They support the ideas of the Democratic Party, which is socialism, by the way. And so they want Louis Farrakhan and others acting this way so that they can keep white Americans angry and the races divided. Also, there's an aspect of the liberal media who are afraid to be called racist. So if they should go after Louis Farrakhan and the new Black Panther Party and others in the same way that they go after white people when they do something wrong, they will be called racist, and they do not want to be called racist. The worst thing, it's so silly, but the worst thing that can happen to the average white person today is to be called racist.
I know, Reverend, we're living in very dangerous times. Listen, thank you. God bless you, and have a great holiday, and stay safe. Appreciate it. Folks, Give Me Five is next, but first, Daily Rap co-host Rick Unger. You know him, you love him, right? You got to have him here. And he is joining us because every day following the Steve Malzberg Show at 7 p.m. Eastern on Newsmax Television, it's the Daily Rap. And Rick is here to tell us exactly what the rap will consist of tonight.
Thanks, Steve. Tonight on The Wrap, Governor Chris Christie adds his name to the growing list of candidates seeking the Republican nomination for the presidency. Are the stars lining up for one of the most legendary debates in election history, or will the ever-expanding candidate list leave voters confused and dismayed? Then President Obama is proposing changes that would increase overtime pay for American workers. Will this put even more pressure on employers and lead to fewer jobs? And the ACLU withdraws its longstanding support for the Religious Freedom Act, claiming that the law, while otherwise protecting religious activity, is now being used as a vehicle for discrimination. We'll have all this and more tonight on the Daily Wrap, immediately following the Malzberg Show.